Yo, it's your boy Ado. How is it going, guys? Foot Champs Weekend League is finally here after got extended and delayed by 24 hours. And yeah, we can finally see how it goes, and the grind kind of officially begins from now. I'm going to give you guys the best custom tactics and instructions that I have found so far. You guys like the previous ones. I promise you can like these even more, and it'll help you get more wins on Weekend League or whatever game mode you are playing on FIFA 21. This is our road to glory. And yeah, it's extremely meta and OP. Kante, Sissoko and Jesus are untradeable. I wouldn't really spend 400k on Kante, as good as he is. But I do really recommend these players. The Ben Yedder, Dembele, Maris, etc. It's just very OP. Right, so the bottom of the screen, you can see the remote control there. And we stream every day on Twitch. If you want to see how I play or just come in the chat and hang out with us, the link is in the description below. It is Twitch Ado13. So let's just remove the remote control off the screen and we'll run you through the custom tactics that we're going to be using. So we've got 4 variations: ultra attacking, defensive and ultra defensive. The formation that you just saw earlier, the 4-5-1, I'm using that to get the most chemistry out of my team. If you don't know, hopefully you're doing the same. In game, via the D-pad, we go left to defensive. Defensive is going to be our balance, so you do need to remember that as soon as the game starts, go to defensive. That's what we're going to start with. But for this tutorial, I'm going to show you from sort of ultra defensive all the way upwards. So we'll start with this one. So in this scenario, you're winning by 1-0, 2-0, 70th minute, 80th minute, 85th minute, that sort of scenario. You want to shut the game off. But I don't like to be that defensive because then I sort of invite too much pressure and it leaves me with more chance of conceding a goal, which we don't want. So we have it on balance and we have 4 width and 3 depth. So our width and depth is actually 1 less than usual. Reason for this is I like it to be a little bit more sort of tight and compact. The middle of the park, I don't want anyone getting through there. They can sort of go out wide and I'm pretty sure I can cover them there. And then obviously the depth, we're just dropping back a little bit more, but not too much. It's not drop back 1 depth basically. Balance, and then 5-3-1-1. This one, you just don't want any players up there basically. It's pretty much common sense. Players in box, don't want that many players making runs up there, so it's pretty self-explanatory. The 4-2-3-1 is what we start with, and it's also our ultra defensive. I believe most pros are probably going to use it this year. It's just really balanced for attacking and defensive, and you know if you lose the game 9 times out of 10 is because you're not good enough, or maybe the game bumped you. You know how it is. Right, so formation is set. Now our play instructions: both fullbacks on stay back while attacking, that's a necessity. Both DMs are going to be on stay back, cover center, and then we've got the Ram, and then we've got the Lamb on basic for everything, but they're on comeback on defense for the defensive support. And then your main cam is just on basic and balance for everything. And then your lone striker, you can have him on either false 9 if I can find it, or mixed and balanced, which is what I leave mine on. So that's the ultra defensive when you're winning the game, trying to shut it off, and I nearly just messed it up. And oh yeah, one more thing, you can have the offensive style on possession if you just want to pass the ball around a little bit more, but yeah, that's completely up to you. It's not sort of the end of the world if you do have it on or off. Right, our defensive, so this is what we literally start the game with D-pad, balance 5-4, and then balance 5-4, and then 3-2. I have it on 3-2 because from corners I only want my centre backs up there scoring, and then from the free kicks I always go short, and 9 times out of 10 I score. Maybe I'll do a free kick tutorial if you guys want me to, just comment down below. Right, so this is very balanced and this is exactly what you want. You do not need to mess around with these that much. It's pretty much optimum. The only thing I'd say is sort of personal preference here is the players in box. I did have it on 5 in the previous tactics video if you remember. Now we're going to 4 because we want it to be a little bit more solid, and defending is a little bit more suspect on this game. 4-2-3-1 again, very meta formation. Stay back while attacking both fullbacks, it's a necessity. Both DMs stay back, cover center. I'll talk you through the defensive behavior. So I did try man marking and cut passing lanes. Some pros this year are using the cut passing lanes and some are going balanced. Man marking is not great because if you have a player that's doing runs, whether they're triggering it or they have getting box across, your man will just stick to them and drag out of position. And cut passing lanes, I don't like it because they sit a little bit too deep for me. So I do like it on, I just put it on man marking. On balance for both DMs, so we've got balance, stay back and cover center, I believe, if I can get to them because I hate it when it does this. There we go. Right, now we've got the Ram and then we've got the Lamb on getting box across. The reason for this is they just make more interchanging runs, drag out defenders and gives you more opportunity to score. Hopefully you got good Lamb and Ram shooting stats like mine. Maris and Jesus got really good shooting. And then we've got Dembele on basic and balance for everything, so he can just sit a little bit deeper and just sort of stick to his position, pass it. I'll trigger his runs manually. And then we've got the main striker getting behind to make those long busting runs into the box. Our attacking tactics: 1-0 down, 2-0 down, maybe even 3-0 down. You can use the attacking. Balance 5-5, so we up the width by 1. Fast build up 5-5, and then 3-3. So basically, our intentions are to push a little higher, press a little bit more, and build up our attack as quick as possible, and obviously get a goal as quick as possible. Our formation is different from this. It is the 4-2-2. I'm really liking it this year from the attacking perspective more than last year, but it's always been quite an attacking formation in my opinion. Step back while attacking on both fullbacks, and then we've got both centre mids on cover centre. That's a necessity. And this one, the attacking support, I do prefer them both on balance usually with my attacking tactics, but Kante and Sissoko really can't shoot, so I don't really want Kante specifically being in that scenario. I do recommend if you've got like Llorente with Valverde, that sort of partnership, Renato Sanchez with someone else, maybe have them both on balance. But yeah, balance to stay back is still good enough. The reason I like it on balance is because it allows you to press a bit more and get at them and sort of retain possession more, and obviously help build up the attack, because there's no cams in this. There's no main central cam in this position, in this formation. The Ram and then the Lamb, if you want to call them that, getting what's across just to make more runs and try and score more goals. And then your main striker, for me, Ben Yedder's faster because he's got the hunter and he's got the finisher and he's got better shooting stats. So he's on getting behind, and then Belly will drop off a little bit on mix and balance. So that's the attacking tactics. Remember, 1 or 2 goals down, that sort of scenario. Now, we've got the ultra attacking tactics. I haven't used this one that much, so this might change in the future out of all of them, but I do know it is effective. So we've got balance. The reason we have balance is because in-game, via the D-pad, you can go team press, which applies constant pressure. So if I do want to go even more crazy attacking, I just have that. I mean, you could set it to one of the pressing tactics and then change it if you wanted to, but I just apply it in-game instead. 5 width again, then we've got 7 depth, really high line. Hopefully you've got shadows and anchors on your centre backs, pacey defenders. Then we've got fast build up, just to obviously attack as quick as you can. 5 width, 7 players in box again, and then 3 free. That one not going to make that much difference. It's up to you. And then yeah, obviously the 4-3-1-2 is just a more attacking version of the 4-1-2-1-2 variation, I believe, the narrow one. There we go. It's just a more attacking version. Obviously the CDM is now a centre mid. Right, play instructions. So we're gonna have both fullbacks on step back while attacking. The reason is, yeah, I know I said 3-4 goals down, but like you will end up being 8 goals down if you have him on attacking. Maybe balance, you can get away with it if you've got maybe Mendy, Alphonso Davies, etc. But I don't really trust it that much. So we have them on stay back while attacking, but that one's up to you. You might want to experiment. The main CDM, the one that's sort of best at defending and the fastest one, on stay back cover centre. Then both your other centre mids around them on balanced and cover centre, just to press a bit more. Reason you don't have one side on cover wing and one on cover centre is because you will just have a gap on one side, and it's really stupid. And I don't have cover wing on both sort of wide centre mids because you will have a massive gap in midfield as well. You can't just leave Kante on his own. Right, the main camps, getting box across to stay forward, and then we've got one striker getting behind again with the other one on mixed attack. That is all the custom tactics, all the variations. I hope it helps you out. Maybe we see you guys in the stream. It'd be really nice if you join us. Obviously, if this video does help you, be sure to support your boy. Smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next video. We're getting daily videos out for you guys. So yeah, it's been your boy. Leaves you one more thing to say. Safe.